Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Alex. I make book and lifestyle and coaching and any kind of content really. Welcome in. In today's video, I really just wanted to kind of chat to you about my August TBR and a reading slump I'm currently in and how I'm navigating out of it. So let's carry on. For my August TBR, we have had chops and changes. We've started books like to test them and see what the kind of vibe was, taken them off the list, put some back on the list that were previously taken off, and I think we've got it. I think we have a winner. So my August TBR, we begin with An Ember in the Ashes. Actually, let's rewind it back quickly because there is one book that I left on this list that I have actually started and finished in the end of July, but I'm going to keep it on my August TBR as like a completed book to like keep the morale high. So this one is officially completed, but it was on my August TBR and I just got too excited, jumped the gun and read it in 2 sittings. So anyway, that book is Sunrise on the Reaping. Now I know this came out months ago. I know I hate reading books when there's all the hype around them when everyone else is talking about them. So I left it off my list and made sure that I was gonna come back to it at a later date. And I haven't heard anything about Sunrise on the Reaping in a hot minute. So I picked it up. I was like slumping so hard. Nothing was appealing to me. Every time I thought to pick up a book, I was like, oh, but it's not what, like, it's not the vibe I want. It's not the kind of reading experience I want. Or like I'd start it and I just wasn't getting into it. Sometimes nothing to do with the book, sometimes just to do with me exclusively. So I was like, okay, what is a book that I know guaranteed is going to be good? I'm going to be invested. I already know some of the characters and we're just going to hit it off straight away. So therefore I picked up Sunrise on the Reaping and I smashed it in 2 sittings. I stayed up late past my bedtime to get it done and it was so good. I 5-starred it. It was such a good read. So I'll talk to you about Sunrise on the Reaping in detail in another video, but for this and purposes of this video, Sunrise on the Reaping was on my August TBR, but I did accidentally start and finish it in July. In my defense, it is July 31st today and I finished it last night. So I started it on the 29th, finished it on the 30th, and now it's the 31st. But that is Sunrise on the Reaping and that was on my August TBR, but it's already completed. So we've started, okay? We've cracked into the August TBR. Second on my list, which I have also cracked into today, only because I wanted to make sure before I made this video that I would want to continue this book and it wasn't going to be like a super autumny, winter heavy read that like it would hit so much better when I was in less sun. But I cracked it open and I was like, you know what, this is going to hit. We're reading this. So that is an Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. And it's looking good already. I've only gone to 7%, which I think is like 28 pages on my Kindle. It's looking good, bro. It's looking good. And I was like, you know what? If it's going to help me be excited for my August TBR instead of dreading it, because I was really worried that I was going to hate all of my books, we're secure, guys. First 2 books that have been on the August TBR seem pretty solid. So we've started with a 5-star read. And now I'm thinking An Ember in the Ashes just from the first 28 pages. It's going to grip me, provided that nothing crazy happens between now and like 30%. I feel like I'm going to devour it. So that's the second book on the August TBR. Third book is One Golden Summer by Carley Fortune. So I know that the second book has come out. For the life of me right now, I can't remember the name, but you're probably going to know what I'm talking about, and I'll put it next to me so you can see the one I'm talking about. But I know that from other authors, other book people that I watch on the internet, they say that you should read One Golden Summer first and then the next book that's just released after. So I'm going to trust them. I'm going to read One Golden Summer first. They never lead me astray. I'm excited for this one. Again, One Golden Summer. What more could you want out of a summer read? It literally has summer in the title. So I thought if there's going to be a time to do it, it's going to be the August TBR. I don't really have too many other thoughts about One Golden Summer. Simply that I'm excited to read it and I think it's going to be good vibes. It's going to be like, from what the cover is and how I've heard the second book described, it's going to be like a lake, like a, not a summer camp, but like lakeside summery vibes. It's a romance, I know that for sure. But I'm excited to crack into that one. I'm hoping it's going to be like everything I need, an easy, swift, like flowy romance that's got a bit of angst, a bit of tension, all the good stuff that you want out of a romance. I'm hoping it's got all of those, and it's going to get what I'm anticipating, probably a 4-star from me. That's what I'm hoping for. If it's higher than that, amazing. If it's lower than that, slightly disappointing. However, we then have the second book in Carley Fortune's world here to see if that hits otherwise. On to the next one on the list. It's finishing Hero of Ages. And I've said this, and it's in my Mistborn vlog, which I'm still filming because I still haven't finished book number 3. I kind of fell off simply because I was reading it too fast, and I was like, no, like, everyone says this is a god tier read. You're going to want to like hold off and read this like in bits and pieces so you don't just rush through and then it's like it's done. And then I swung to the other end of the pendulum, and I haven't picked it up in like a month and a half. So desperately need to finish Hero of Ages in August. And I know that once I pick it up again, I'm going to just be swift reading until the end, but that's okay because I've had too much of a break. I want to finish this vlog for you that I've been teasing for like 5 months, and I am just really excited to get to this part of the series because I know there are books after, but I'm pretty sure this is like the main chunk of the story, at least for these characters that we know and love. Well, that's my assumption, at least, anyway. So yeah, finishing Hero of Ages is on the list. Brando Sando, I will do it for you. I'm coming to the end, and I will do it for you. So the next one on the list is Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I've just had it recommended to me. It's like a hockey romance series, easy breezy, light and dreamy, which is exactly what I want in my August TBR. We've got a few packing of a punch kind of books in An Ember of the Ashes and Hero of Ages. So I kind of want extra romance, extra general fiction of like just easy reads to slot into my August TBR so that if I'm feeling like something is too heavy, I can then pick up a quick, easy, swift read and like get a book done. So Behind the Net is the one that I'm kind of earmarking for that. So before I've had like Elsie Silver, Lila Sage, Anna Huang series, there's some other series thrown in there that like are just easy breezy romances, and you just kind of like flip pages and suddenly you're like 70%. So this is what I'm earmarking for that chapter. No, for that like part, that section of my TBR in August. The final book is by Annabel Monaghan. It is called Summer Romance. I know nothing about this except that it's one of my favourite booktubers, favourite authors. And I said, you know what, say less. It's got the word summer in it. It's got the word romance in it. And it's her favourite author, or one of her favourite authors. And I thought, sold. You have got me there, good sir. So that is on the list. So those are my, 6 reads. One of them already completed, so 5 reads. Don't look at me too hard. Those are my 5 reads for August, and I'm really excited to get into them. I've been slumping so hard from like June and July all the way through to like today, the 31st. I've been slumping hard. I've been finding it really hard to read. I've been finding it really hard to get into a book. Jade City has slumped me. I don't know that I'm going to pick it up again. I don't want to DNF it just yet, just in case I decide to change my mind. But at the moment, I'm sitting at 61%, and I think I'm going to DNF. And that makes me really sad, because it's very rare that I DNF a fantasy series. And I think it's not fantasy, it's sci-fi, but I think I'm going to have to DNF. Anyway, it's not time to discuss how sad this makes me. But I did also come off the back of a 6-star read for myself, one of my favourites ever. And it slumped me. So we are brushing it out of our minds. We are mentally sweeping that stagnant energy out. And we are cracking on with the 50 books this year goal. Is it 50 books or 60 books? I think it's 50. I'm halfway. I've just finished my 25th book, so I'm halfway. I have 25 books to go. I'm determined to get 5 of them off my list, so we'll hit 30 by the end of August, if not more. Hopefully more, fingers crossed. And that is pretty much the August TBR, so that we're all collected together. I had previously, I think, talked about it on my podcast about what I was wanting to do as my August TBR. We changed the game. Even in the last week and a half, flicking through those books, seeing the first couple of pages of some of them that I mentioned, I was like, you know what? This is not my summer vibe. I need, like I said, light and airy, easy breezy, quick reads. They're going to make me feel good, and they're going to make summer even better. So those were the books. I have nothing more to add, so I'm going to stop yapping your ear off. I hope you've enjoyed this little recap of my August TBR. I know I said I'd talk about other things, but I'm thinking let's just split it into 2 videos. This is your August TBR video. I will talk in another video about my slump in depth. I'm going to talk about Sunrise on the Reaping and how that is turning me around and making me excited to read again. And I thought midway through this, filming this, I was like, yeah, just keep it as 2 separate videos so you can watch both. I will see you in the next episode. I'm doing my podcast outro. I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Leave me some comments on what you think I should add to my August TBR if I get through these books. What is your unmissable August TBR pick? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.